Myktybek Orolbai, fighter to watch, series number 6. Enjoy the video, guys. Shum spasiba. Assalamu alaikum. UFC Vegas 82 marked the UFC debut of a new prospect from Kyrgyzstan, Myktybek Orolbai. Now I want to dive in deeper on who this fighter is that came practically out of nowhere and struck the UFC in great fashion by defeating Uroš Medic via a neck crank on 4 days' notice. Myktybek Orolbai, born on the 10th of February in 1998, makes him 25 years of age, standing 5 feet and 10 inches tall or 1 meter and 78 centimeters tall, having a reach of 74 inches or 1 meter and 86 centimeters, and weighing into the welterweight division, but can also fight on his original weight, which is in the lightweight division. He fights out of Kyrgyzstan, and you may know that country as the same country that Valentina Shevchenko has in the UFC. He has a staggering record of 12 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss, and his only loss is coming off a decision. But with his diverse style, he has 11 finishes of those 12 wins. 5 coming in as submissions and 6 coming in as knockouts. Myktybek is affiliated with a gym in a place that he's fighting from in Kyrgyzstan, Ulu Kyrgyz, in a place called Osh. Myktybek made his official pro debut back in August of 2018, and he fought in diverse Eurasian leagues before ultimately transitioning into the USA. And in the US, he partnered up with ex-UFC fighter Uriah Faber to join his alpha male team to give him a proper guide and a proper gym so Myktybek can comfortably train in US soil. And in 2022, the LFA, a second-tier league under the UFC, signed Myktybek, and he could finally make his debut on US soil in May of 2022 against Jalin Fuller, comfortably gaining a unanimous decision win. And after that, he went on a kill streak. The 4th of August and the 27th of October, he fought on both of the dates. And both of the fights, he made beautiful finishes via knockout. And ultimately, the last fight was the fight that got him great attention, which was a knockout win against Hayward Charles. And then 2 weeks later, UFC Vegas 82 announcements, Uroš Medic's opponent fell out of the fight, and Medic was left without an opponent. And that was the moment that the UFC called Myktybek's team and offered him to fight Uroš Medic on 4 days' notice. And of course he accepted it. And ultimately he defeated Uroš Medic via a neck crank and stamped himself into the UFC. Myktybek stated himself that he plans to proceed his career in the lightweight division, as the fight with Medic was in the welterweight division. He plans to not become picky with his fights, as he stated himself, "I have another 3 fights on my contract and I want to go down to my original weight, 155. I'm not going to call no one out. Whoever they put in front of me, I'm going to fight him." So guys, Myktybek Orolbai, this guy, I've been seeing him on and off in the last few weeks, and ultimately he finally had his fight this weekend in the UFC, which had a crazy time for him. I mean, his grappling and wrestling are overwhelming, and his chin is made out of granite. He ate the shots that Uroš Medic gave him for breakfast. And the way I see him fight, he reminds me of Khabib in so many ways. Khabib also had a granite chin, and the way he sets up the takedowns and holds the opponents down, it sure reminds me of the AKA style wrestling. But yeah, the way it's going now, if he continues this pace, I think he has a great career in front of him, if he stays composed and just keeps on enjoying it in the UFC. Myktybek Orolbai, thank you for tuning in, guys. Spasiba for watching. Stay hydrated. Salam, brothers and sisters. See you next time. Fighter to watch number 6.